In a realm where the ocean's embrace knew no bounds, there lived a sea goddess so captivating that even the gods of Olympus couldn't resist her allure. Her name was Amphitrite, and she was the embodiment of the sea's untamed spirit, wild and free, but her heart remained untouched. That is until she laid eyes on the dashing young god Poseidon. Poseidon, the mighty ruler of the seas, was instantly smitten by Amphitrite's ethereal beauty and her untamed spirit. He yearned to make her his own, to have her love as vast and unending as the ocean itself. But Amphitrite, though flattered, couldn't bring herself to reciprocate his feelings. She had known many gods who had come to her, drawn by her beauty and the power that came with having the sea goddess by their side. Yet none had captured her interest. She had watched as they left, often to be replaced by another who met the same fate. The endless cycle left her weary, and she found solace only in the depths of the ocean, far from the prying eyes of the gods. Determined to win her heart, Poseidon didn't just propose a union of love, but a partnership in ruling the seas. Together, they would explore the ocean's uncharted depths and tame its wildest currents. Could this be the love story that would echo through the ages? Would Amphitrite finally find someone worthy of her love? Or would Poseidon's advances, like those of the gods before him, come to naught? But as days turned into weeks and weeks into months, Poseidon's persistence began to grate on Amphitrite's nerves. His constant presence in her life became an unwelcome guest, and she started to resent him for it. The playful banter between them took on a tense edge, and the very depths of the ocean seemed to rumble with their unspoken animosity. With each passing moment, the once harmonious waters around her turned into a tempestuous sea, mirroring the turmoil in her heart. Poseidon, oblivious to the growing darkness in Amphitrite's heart, continued his relentless pursuit. He showered her with gifts, each more extravagant than the last, hoping to sway her decision. There were pearls that shimmered with otherworldly light, coral necklaces that whispered tales of ancient mermaids, and chariots drawn by seahorses that could traverse the ocean faster than any ship. Yet none of these offerings could penetrate the growing wall around Amphitrite's heart. She found herself yearning for the tranquility she once felt in the depths of the ocean, a tranquility that Poseidon's love had so rudely disrupted. One day, unable to bear Poseidon's presence any longer, Amphitrite retreated to the deepest, darkest part of the ocean she could find. Here, far from the prying eyes and ears of the gods, she hoped to find the peace she so desperately craved. As she descended into the inky blackness, the water pressure threatened to crush her, and the darkness seemed to reach out, trying to snuff out the light within her. Yet she pressed on, driven by the need to escape the pain that had become her constant companion. When Poseidon heard of Amphitrite's retreat, he was troubled. He had never seen her so resolute, so determined to shut him out. Was he pushing her too hard? Had his relentless pursuit gone too far? For the first time, doubt crept into his heart, a feeling as unfamiliar to him as the bottom of the ocean was to Amphitrite. Determined to understand what had driven her away, Poseidon decided to follow her into the depths. As he descended, the water pressure increased, threatening to crush him like an ordinary mortal. But he was no ordinary god. With a Herculean effort, he pushed forward, ignoring the pain in his chest, both from the pressure and the turmoil in his heart. As he finally reached the spot where Amphitrite had made her stand, he found her bathed in an otherworldly light that seemed to emanate from within her. The sight before him was so mesmerizing that he forgot his pain, forgot his anger. All he could see was Amphitrite, radiant and beautiful, her form shimmering like a pearl deep in the oyster shell. And then she turned, her eyes meeting his, and in that moment, Poseidon understood. This was not the Amphitrite he had been pursuing, the one who had captivated him from afar. This was something more, something ancient and powerful, something that dwarfed even his godly status. As he looked into her fathomless eyes, he saw the vastness of the ocean, the untamed fury of the sea, the birth and death of countless worlds. In that moment, he realized that he wasn't just looking at a goddess. He was looking at the very essence of the ocean itself, and in that realization, he understood why he had fallen in love with her, why he had pursued her relentlessly. He wasn't just attracted to her beauty or her power. He was drawn to the mystery of the ocean, to the unknown depths that lay hidden beneath the waves. With a newfound respect and understanding, Poseidon addressed Amphitrite, his voice echoing with reverence rather than his usual bravado. He told her that he had been a fool, that he had pursued her relentlessly without understanding the depths of her being. He promised to change, to respect her boundaries, to honor her as the great sea goddess that she was. Amphitrite, for her part, felt a flicker of the old warmth towards Poseidon. She saw the change in him, the humility that had replaced his arrogance, the respect that now shone in his eyes. Perhaps, she thought, he wasn't as bad as she had believed. Perhaps he could be the partner she had been waiting for, not because of who he was, but because of who he could become. Yet she knew that their relationship could never be the same. The ocean, after all, was vast and deep, and the two of them were just small parts of its immensity. Their love, like the ocean, was wild and free, and it needed to be respected as such. And so they came to an understanding, a partnership based on mutual respect and admiration. Poseidon learned to honor the boundaries that Amphitrite set, and he became a better god for it. And Amphitrite, in turn, allowed Poseidon to share in her love for the ocean. And she found joy in his companionship. Together, they ruled over the seas, not as master and servant, but as equals. They explored the ocean's uncharted depths and tamed its wildest currents, not because they had to, but because they wanted to. For in each other, they had found someone who understood them in a way that no one else could. They had found someone who loved them not despite their wild nature, but because of it. And so the tale of Amphitrite and Poseidon became a legend among the gods, a testament to the fact that even the most powerful beings in the universe could find love in the most unexpected of places. It was a love story that echoed through the ages, a reminder that sometimes the greatest love stories are the ones that don't end in happily ever after, but in happily ever after. If you enjoyed this video, I invite you to check out others on my channel. We bring you mythical tales and historical accounts that will expand your knowledge and spark your imagination. And if you're as passionate about mythology as we are, consider supporting us. Your support allows us to keep sharing these rich narratives and make new ones. So join our community and let's explore the endless wonders of mythology together. Now let's continue our journey through the realm of myths and legends. Next, I recommend watching the video on the sea god Triton. It's a captivating story that dives into the life and adventures of another fascinating sea deity. Just click on the link provided to dive right in.